Hello! I am so excited about the Master Your Money event this year. It's happening May 16th through 18th in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I created the Master Your Money event because I wanted to help entrepreneurs change their legacy around money. And I really mean legacy, not just immediately make more money, but change the way they think about money, start attracting more money, and then be able to save more money, not just for themselves, but for their families and their futures. Because I know for me, it's exhausting and terrifying at the same time to see so many entrepreneurs out there working twice as hard as they need to be and making half as much money as they could, when it's really about learning the steps to generate money. And that's why I created the Master Your Money event, to really be able to transform the experience. Now, I could be talking about this all day long, and I've done this event for over 6 years now. It's one of my favorite things that I do every year. But instead, I thought I'm here with Alison Chandler, and she is an amazing brander and up-leveler for entrepreneurs. And I want her to be able to share with you her experience about the Master Your Money event. So Alison, as we get started, first, I think it would be great if you let people know what you do.
Great, sure, yes. I'm Alison Chandler, and I work with entrepreneurs that are ready to have better brands and websites that really match the level of success that they're having and showcase the leadership and experience. So that's kind of what I focus on, and I love doing it.
Awesome, Alison. And so what drew you to the Master Your Money event to begin with?
Monica, I had a friend who provided me with a ticket, and
Yeah.
I was almost late because I thought it started the next day. And she said, "Listen, get here." And I got there, and I had read the sales page, and I loved it. And I have to admit, beforehand, I was scared of money, and I was scared of looking at it. I did, but I was very detached. And when I got there, it was just, when I smiled the entire time. I was there the entire time. I got there on time after I was late the first day, and was one of the last to leave. And the last day when I left, Monica, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my cheeks hurt because I smiled the entire time. It was an incredible event. I had never met you before, but I may have been the first one to sign up for your program that weekend.
And I love that, Alison. And do you remember anything specific about the event that really helped you with that money fear piece?
Absolutely. There was so much, just the experience. Like, we worked together even in that capacity, and you were able to catch what was going on with me, like, immediately. Your intuition is incredible. I was just blown away, and you helped me reframe the way that I see it.
Yeah.
Because my money memories and ideas about it they weren't on target.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the money. It was about the people that happened to have money.
Yeah.
And so that was huge. So that was a huge breakthrough for me.
Yeah, I love that. It wasn't about, for Allison, the realization was it wasn't about the money that caused the issues. It was about the people that had the money. And I love that because it's huge, right? There's so much out there about money makes people evil or money makes people do bad things, but it's really people that do bad things and values that shift along the way. And once you can start to see that, it gives you real permission to make money yourself. And Allison, is there anything specific that you took from the event that you've been able to, or from my teachings that you've been putting into your business that's been helping you?
Absolutely. So I signed up, and it was like a month or so before we got started, but I have my magnets still over here in my office that are the things, the new affirmations.
Right. The money magnet. Yeah.
Yes, the magnets, they're great. Doing RGA's, revenue generating activities, doing 3 of those by noon. That was incredible. I started doing those right away. I started changing the activities that I was doing in my business just simply from attending the event, and that was before we started working together.
Yeah, love that. Love that. And what would I love the fact that you shared with us, like, you were a little bit scared to come to the event because you're a little bit scared to look at your money. And I think that there's so many people that share that may be watching or listening. It's like, going to an event that's called Master Your Money, it's a little bit confronting. I feel like, people are really in multiple categories on this. Either they don't have enough money, or maybe they think they have enough money, but they don't want to look at it. Like, what would you say to somebody who was on the fence, to come to Master Your Money, but maybe they were, either they didn't know me or they're a little bit afraid of their money? What would you say to someone like that? Because you didn't know me before you came. Yeah.
Right. And it helped that I knew someone there, even though we didn't sit together. That was totally fine, but it helped, that brought a level of safety. But I felt safe.
And hold on, before you go on, I do want to say to people, when you purchase a ticket to the Master Your Money event, you get a free ticket for a friend. And that's one of the ways that Alison came. And the reason I do that is exactly what Alison is saying, is that you're coming to this event. The event is on a topic that can be a little confronting. And one of the best ways to sort of make it more fun and just more doable is to bring someone with you who to make it more fun the whole way through. But keep going, Alison. Yeah.
Absolutely. But there's something about your teachings and the people that you attract. There's just a level of softness and kindness. Even though it might be direct, I don't know how to put my finger on it. It's magic. It's just like, it's a conversation, and there's just a softness to your approach that makes it not so scary.
Yeah. And that's such a great point, is that, that is the comment that I get from everyone, is I was so nervous. I was so nervous before I came here, and I didn't know what was going to happen. And I feel like, a lot of people have said, like, I've tried to look at money before, I've tried to figure out my numbers before, and like, either you got yelled at by somebody, or you got intimidated, or somebody was condescending about it, or like, you have a bookkeeper or an accountant or a lawyer, or even a partner, like a family member, like, who, whenever you talk about money, gets triggered or triggers you. And I find that one of the things that is so important about Master Your Money, it literally fills the room every year and keeps people coming back year after year, is the gentleness in which we approach it, right? The softness, the fun, the joy, the laughter that comes with it. And it really, it creates a shift for people, so that when you leave, you can start to feel that way about money, even when you're alone.
Yeah. One of those first exercises was like looking at your money memories. And that's where a lot of those things come up. They're like, oh, that's where I got that idea, you know? And one of my favorite games was Monopoly. I won at my table, but one time I was 100% broke, and then I ended up winning. And I was like, but Monica, I had fun the whole time, whether I was broke or not. And you said the funniest thing, and you're like, I promise you it's more fun with money. That was such a fun game. I loved your new spin on it, and it really allowed us to get to know the people on the table more. It's a very interactive experience, and it takes kind of that scariness away.
Yeah, and that's the other piece, is that one of the things I make sure I do at the Master Your Money event is there's a lot of paired shares. There's a lot of shares at the table. There's a lot of interaction. It's not one of those events where I'm whipping through slide presentations, kind of fire hosing information at you. When I teach a particular topic, you open your book. There's a 150-page book at the event, and you fill it in, and so it becomes an interactive experience.
Yeah.
Awesome. Alison, anything else that you would say to help people that are maybe thinking of coming, but they're not entirely sure?
Yeah, well, I can speak to people that were like me. I became an entrepreneur because I'm uber passionate about what I was doing. And when I worked for other people, I just kind of wanted to do it a different way with a little bit more passion and love.
Yeah.
And I know that's how a lot of people end up becoming entrepreneurs. And that business piece is super scary. And I always wanted a business partner. And I feel like you're my business partner now.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
but coming to the event, you learn a lot about that business piece, and which for me means money and looking at the analytical part and not just the creative part. So if this is who you are just a passionate entrepreneur that's a little scared of that part. It's still there at the event, but you kind of start to open up, the blinds a little bit, and you're able to look at some of these other pieces in a way that's not so scary. And it's just only going to help their businesses grow.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Alison. I so appreciate you. I'm so excited to see you at the event this year. And thank you again. Take care. Have an amazing rest of your day.
All right. Thank you too.
Bye.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.